All right, let's talk red light cameras. They're all around Southern California, and some studies show they reduce the chances of accidents.
But the question of whether you have to pay red light camera tickets has caused confusion for years. Consumer investigator Christine Lazar is here with what you need to know. Christine, this is about 2 weeks too late for me.
Well, it's a question I get all the time. And if you got one of those tickets in California, you'll probably get a lot of conflicting advice. Some will say pay it, others will tell you it's safe to just ignore it. So I went in search of the facts.
Chris Cars says she's not the kind of driver who gets tickets. So getting caught by a red light camera in North Hollywood came as a shock.
So we saw this flash. After the light turned yellow, we were like, uh-oh, something's not going on here.
She got another surprise when the ticket arrived in the mail.
It's $486. That's serious money.
Chris Cars paid a company called Ticket Snipers $179 to fight her ticket in court.
There's over like 250 photo enforced violation or camera intersections that are still active in California. So thousands of camera tickets a year we challenge.
Ticket Snipers founder Jorian Goes says he has had a lot of success.
Anytime a violation is issued electronically opposed to an actual physical officer, there's a plethora of issues that can arise. No human witness, no first-person testimony. They have calibration issues with the sensors, the cameras, and then also there is a non-uniformed declarant that looks over the footage that works for the camera company and the city that actually issues the violations.
Those issues have left drivers confused about whether they actually have to pay these citations. We reached out to the driver advocacy group, the National Motorists Association.
You Google it, some say you need to pay them, some say you don't. What do you say?
The state and the courts have really no mechanism to force people to answer their tickets or to pay their tickets if they don't answer the ticket. The only thing they can do is they can send it to a collection agency, and collection agency has no power over you. They can't send it to a credit reporting agency, so it doesn't affect your credit.
CBS News California Investigates dug into why that is and tracked down this 2016 court case. In it, the three major credit reporting agencies reached a voluntary settlement with 31 state attorneys general, agreeing to stop reporting debt from certain fines, including tickets.
But you can just rip it up.
In effect, that's what a lot of people do.
There will be people who say, we shouldn't be telling people that they don't have to pay it because more people are going to run red lights. What do you say to that?
Well, first of all, the argument that we shouldn't tell people that what their legal rights are is kind of a specious argument. That's number one. Number two, most people need to realize that, yes, there are some dangerous drivers out there, and yes, they do deserve a ticket for running a red light. However, the vast majority of these tickets are given for Mickey Mouse violations. They're fraction of a second violations that nobody can even see with the naked eye, which the violator wasn't even aware that they actually committed the violation, or they're slow rolling right turns in the middle of the night, nobody around, nobody's put in danger. It's sloppy driving, but it's certainly not worth a $500 ticket.
So why do they still give them?
Well, because a lot of people just simply pay them.
We asked the Los Angeles Superior Court the consequences of ignoring a red light camera ticket. The court confirmed in an email that if a litigant fails to appear in court or take any action by the appear by date on the citation, the case proceeds to the collections vendor. But it's a good idea to check with your local court's policies and be aware that responding to a red light citation will change your status in the system.
If you decide to answer, then you subject yourself to the jurisdiction of the court, and then you have to actually answer, and you actually have to go through the process.
Chris chose to fight her ticket, and she won.
Sure enough, the ticket got dismissed, which was significant for me because it was $486. I can definitely say it was worth it.
Now, this month, a new California law went into effect that could change the way red light camera tickets are issued. It gives cities and counties the option of classifying these violations as civil rather than criminal offenses, which makes them easier to enforce. And since a court doesn't have to prove you committed a crime, the owner of any car caught running a red light on camera would then have to pay a $100 fine, and it would not add a point to your license. But again, a city or county would have to opt in. So it's definitely a talker. A lot of people are like, I don't know what to do. I will say that if you ignore the ticket, which again, you can do pretty much without penalty, if you happen to show up in that same courtroom, right? So if LA City gives it to you and then you show up in Superior Court, the judge could see that you had that on your record.
That's why I just wanted to be a good little student
Citizen
and
and pay.
it.
Well, the city of Culver City thanks you because they just got your money.
Well, good to know, Christine. All right.